So if I had to learn DevOps today without any software engineering experience, what I would do? This is what we're going to talk about in this video today. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is dedicated to all the people that want to start their career in DevOps. They don't know where to start. So what I'm going to do in this video, try to come up with some sort of plan for the first 4 weeks. So it's your first month in DevOps. So I thought about this and I tried to split this in different activities that you can do in each week. So the idea is to have, in the first week, you have what I call foundations and planning. So in this first week, what we want to do is come up with a plan for the next weeks and also understand what we are going to do, right? So if you have zero knowledge to start with, you want to understand if you are going to like that. So try to understand a bit more the DevOps principles, the practices. So I would look at these for the first couple of days, try to understand the field and the work that you are supposed to do. Don't binge watch videos that are going to waste your day. So try to have a good read on sources that are considered an authority in the field. Look at what are the most relevant people in this space and also try to invest some time on DevOps principles, Agile principles, because you're also going to work in an Agile environment most likely, and then spend some time also on understanding the concept of continuous integration and continuous delivery. So this is for the first couple of days. Then the remaining of the week, once you understand these principles, I will focus on a plan. So come up with a reading list and with a watch list. Try to prefer tutorials that are hands-on that you can follow. So in this way, you have everything ready to start your weeks. The other thing I would do, if there are tools that you need to use, try to figure out how to install, have everything planned and ready, because the last thing you want to do is lose momentum while you are learning. So make sure your machine is ready, your machine has the minimum requirements, has all the software installed. So this first week is going to be 100% preparation and planning. So now in the next week, so the second week, what we're going to learn is the very basics. So one tool that you're going to use on a daily basis is Git, or in general version control. So try to understand what is Git and why we use version control in software engineering, what are the basic commands, what problem they solve. So this is the first week, so I would spend time on that. The second week, I would go, probably some people may disagree with this, but I would probably jump straight into something like Docker. So try to understand what is Docker, install Docker on your machine, and try to use the basic commands. What can you do with Docker? Understand the concept of containers, the concept of images, why we create images, and how you can create your own image. So I think you should split this week again in the first couple of days doing Git, and then the remaining of the week, so the last 3 days, working on Docker concept, playing with Docker, and then trying to create your own image and push your own image on the public Docker hub. So just take notes, because these are going to be all concepts you're going to try to figure out in the first week and put down in your watch list and tutorials. I'm also going to add in the description some of the links that I think are useful. There are useful tutorials on the official websites, but also on blogs, on Medium. So try to find what really is going to work for you. So I don't know how you learn. So you need to really focus on the best way you learn things. So don't forget, the first week is extremely important. So now that you know Git and Docker, in week 3, I will focus on something that is also extremely important in DevOps, which is infrastructure as code. So there is an excellent tutorial from Terraform, if you're going to use Terraform, but that combines infrastructure as code with Docker. So you can create your containers using Terraform. So in that way, you're going to combine the two and then have some sort of continuity from one week to the other. And my suggestion is to combine that with the tutorial that you have on Docker. Again, is linked down in the description. In that tutorial, they create a WordPress application that is composed. If you know WordPress is a CMS, a content management system that many people use for blogging or for websites of companies and other things. There's a tutorial that creates this WordPress installation locally with a database together using Docker. So what you can do in this third week is combine infrastructure as code to create Docker containers, using this Docker to provision WordPress and the database, which is MySQL. So try to figure out what works best for your week. So now the more we go further with the weeks, the less detailed it's going to be, because it depends on your understanding and the activities you have done in the first 2 weeks. In the last week, so the 4th week, I think what you should do is try to put in practice some of the concept that you learned in the first week about continuous integration and continuous delivery. So try to figure out what is the best tool. My suggestion is to go with something that is easy to use at the beginning, like GitHub or GitLab. They both provide out of the box a CI/CD system. So go on their website, try to use GitHub Actions or GitLab pipelines. Try to see how they work. Start with a simple example, then try to reproduce every single command that you used locally on your machine on the CI/CD systems. You can do this on any operating system. My recommendation is that you also get familiar with Linux. So in Windows, you can use WSL, so Windows Subsystem for Linux, or you can install a VM locally using VirtualBox, and you can install Ubuntu and try to play with these technologies on Linux. So I completely understand that this can seem overwhelming, and it is overwhelming because there are many things you have to learn, but trust me, it's just building block by block. It's one step at a time. So I'm trying with this video to give you at least some elements you can Google, and you can start from here. Hopefully this has been useful. Let me know down in the comment if you have questions, and see you in the next one. Bye.